in order for your own nation. You take back your sovereignty.
Dummy on the beat, so it's a bang. Oh, them so thief. 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 Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Flying a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harrison a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Pay corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and billions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the highland grieve. When the boy long and poor man get the squeeze, we a march to a king's house and go down the street. 80 million per market me. Then I saw one girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in at the hospital. Panic concrete, me see the patient. Them asleep. Them a chop right, them a chop left. 1.4 beef for the bus. Barrel, remember you try thief. Put to barrel, kill Diana, stuff sharp man in a barrel. Melissa money come Jamaica pussy whole service. So no take and give them. Who no know we nah no us, we nah no. Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harrison a thief. Whole ministry in the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Joe Holness a leader mafia gang for this man cause sweet Jamaica land. Killer for youths and a take away land. How come so much court up on the island? By the judge, police and soldier man. Like corruption, you and your big foot girl. Dictator, look at tyrant. Devil in a flesh, you a demon. Rise up Jamaica from on the slumber. Everything wanna take, we a come back. We not alone must switch while we to suffer. Remember the pain of we ancestor. Got blood in our eye, fire in our heart. Let that figure roll, yeah we did talk. None to fight the buckle, all over, lead the rebellion. Ready.
Father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya, Ayana Ibanya, Ayana Ibanya, my leader Banya, my leader Banya. That's why I not live. No, I not live, yeah. He gave me a message to all those people who no love progress, who no love progress. Say to juke them with land lease, say to juke them with land lease, then to juke them with the pioneer war, juke them with the pioneer war. Jump manners. Oh, we have them and the manners. We have
up and running rain or sun in the PNP party. Come in. Follow me no jet. Follow me no jet. Watch this. Say we neighbors string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up, you're cheering and clap. The gate fly sister P, get the party a cracking. Beat them up, bad water, hell ever whopping. Bad out the road, there is just no stopping. Sister P a run things, nobody can stop her. Watch out the crowd, them a flock her. Say from Moran Pine, right back to Negril. From Montego Bay back to Shooters Hill. From Santa Cruz up to Myersville. All when you look up in a Malvern Hill. The man them a work hard a put up windmill. Look how we road them fix up and pretty. From St. Elizabeth up to Kingston City. From Montego Bay back to Oti. Every man a shout out Sister P. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote to the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, come me say PNP, me say whether sick or hearty. All when me reach 140. Vote for Sister P, vote for PNP. The only party will look out for we. Say from Kingston right back to OT. Say listen to me voice no hosty. Nobody have too big, mighty and bossy. You can't test the PNP party. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, in the east, in the south, in the north and west. Say from Cornwall right back to Middlesex. You climb from here so go a Mount Everest. Anyway you pass through, PNP are the best. Forward we going with a lot of progress. Labour right party a stress. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote with the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up, you're cheering and clapping. Gate fly Sister P, get the party a cracking.
Yo, PNP, we put a broom. What the PNP them there? Everybody, give me the fist, give me the fist, give me the fist. And in the ear, make we sweep with bad mind, make we sweep with the thief in crime, make we sweep with the false promise. Yo, Bunting, get your push broom. Peter Phillips, get a broom. Yo, Julian, get a broom. Mark, everybody. PNP, sweep. Bunting, sweep. Nathan, sweep. Julian, sweep. Mark, sweep. Peter Phillips, sweep. Angela, sweep. Ian, sweep. Paulwell, sweep. Azan, sweep. Luther, sweep. No like this, sweep. Promise, sweep. Them are wicked, sweep. PNP, sweep. Everybody, sweep. Like a
killing machine, this bomber clock from one.
Hey, I'm if you tell you now, big up on yourself, you know. I'm start by that thing here. Let me start back this thing here. I'ma feel like more started with this.
Surfacing, and those responsible are gripped with fear. They are fully aware that their judgment day is approaching and that they will soon face the consequences for their wicked deeds. For a long time they operated in secrecy, but now the deception has run its course. Their moment has arrived, and all that was hidden must now be revealed. It's clear, their reign has ended and they are being held accountable for their actions. What you give to the world eventually returns to you, and the universe ensures that every imbalance is corrected. These individuals spent their time inflicting harm on others, believing they were untouchable. They enjoyed their wrongdoings, convinced their wealth, status, and power would keep them safe from any repercussions. They thought their influence made them immune to the consequences that others would face. But deep within, they knew that the law of reciprocity would eventually catch up to them. They deceived themselves into thinking they could escape, just as others had before them. They relied on their connections and resources, believing that they were part of an elite group who could evade justice with a single phone call. But they overlooked the fact that there is a higher authority, one that no power or wealth can influence. Now the consequences are catching up to them for all the harm they've caused and the unethical choices they made. They will pay for their immoral actions and unlawful conduct. The irony is that those who are now condemning them are just as guilty. The very people bringing them to justice are participants in the same corrupt system. The accusers are often as stained as the accused, and eventually they too will fall. No one is above the universal law. Everyone must face the consequences, and the cycle of darkness is crumbling before our eyes. These people have been pretending to be righteous, all while embracing evil behind closed doors. Their time of reckoning has come. As someone with empathy, it's hard not to feel compassion for them, but the natural laws of the universe cannot be halted. What you sow, you must reap. It's not for us to interfere with this balance. They must face the results of the seeds they've planted. Sometimes we have to let justice run its course. If they are guilty, let them be judged accordingly. And if they are innocent, may they be freed. But those who are guilty know that their time. They see others like themselves, those of equal wealth and fame, being exposed. Celebrities and powerful figures are facing public humiliation and punishment for similar crimes, and this frightens them. They tremble with fear, knowing their day is near. Whatever is hidden will eventually be brought to light, and they can no longer avoid it. For some, it seemed like happiness, but exploiting others only brings temporary pleasure. Genuine joy comes from living truthfully and treating others with fairness and respect. The world works in cycles, and whatever we put into it will come back to us. Those who harm others will find themselves at the receiving end of that same harm. No one can evade this truth, no matter how much influence or power they hold. Just because wrongdoing is widespread doesn't make it right. Even when surrounded by darkness, the time comes when everyone must face the truth. They thought their money and connections would keep them safe, but their downfall is inevitable. Many celebrities and powerful individuals are now losing their reputations because their actions have been exposed. In their world, reputation is everything. Without it, their careers and influence crumble. They have spent years building a brand, but now no company will want to be associated with them. Their once lavish lives are falling apart as their hidden sins come to light. Some of these individuals find themselves in this position because they crossed the wrong person, as discussed in the 48 Laws of Power. They challenged the very people who supported their rise, and now they are paying the price. Despite their corrupt networks, they have overstepped their boundaries. Even in the world of darkness, they upset the balance of power. Now they are facing the consequences of their actions. Celebrities and wealthy people are realizing that their immorality has led them to this point. We're not against wealth, but we believe in achieving success through positive means, through helping others and providing genuine value. This channel promotes growth through integrity and positivity, not through harming or exploiting others. Now they are facing imprisonment, and their once sterling reputations are in shambles. Many relied on their public image to generate wealth, but now that it's tarnished, their income is vanishing. We see it happening with people like P. Diddy. When the powerful decide to turn on you, they will crush you completely. But there is a higher authority, a force greater than any earthly power. In the end, good will always prevail over evil, and light will always overcome darkness. Many celebrities involved in similar activities are remaining silent, knowing they too are guilty. The entire industry is in turmoil as people realize that those they once admired are being exposed. It's always better to live in the light, to choose the path of righteousness. We're not envious of their wealth because we understand that true wealth is internal. It's our connection to the divine, the source of all good. As you continue to rise, do so with integrity and compassion. Never let your success come at the expense of others. These powerful figures are now trembling in fear, realizing that their wealth and influence mean nothing when they are facing judgment. True freedom is far more valuable than any material possession. You are already abundant beyond measure, connected to a higher purpose, and that is worth far more than anything the world can offer. They are now living in constant fear, unable to rest because they know they have done wrong. I do not take pleasure in their downfall, but they must face the consequences. We are here to promote positivity and send out love and light. Each day we aim to spread good energy and help others find peace and joy in their lives. Remember, when you send out good, it will return to you. Dear God, we come before you in awe of your divine justice and perfect timing. May those who have strayed find redemption, and may truth always prevail. Let your light shine in the darkest places, bringing healing and correction. Help us to walk in integrity, to sow seeds of love, compassion, and righteousness. May we never be led astray by temporary pleasures, but be anchored in your eternal truth. Guide us as we continue to grow in your light, trusting that all things work according to your perfect will. Amen.
Big up on yourself. Welcome to the Talk Your Mind TV. You know, Holness is an agile moment like every day. Saying, and I just queue up something with Mark Golding, the next Prime Minister, you know. And I just want to just give me some thumbs up and like up the video for that one here.
Investigation report that matters arising from the report be referred to the Financial Investigations Division, the FID. The Integrity Commission's report makes the important point that as Prime Minister and Head of Government, Mr. Andrew Holness has a higher duty to the public to ensure that the laws of Jamaica are maintained and that he acts in keeping with the standards of principled behavior required of his very high office. I'm sad to say, and I take no glee in saying this, that Mr. Holness has failed in this solemn duty to the Jamaican people. He has known since May 2023 that he was under investigation for illicit enrichment, which is a corruption offense created by Section 14(5) of the Corruption Prevention Act. Yes, Mr. Holness is one of the illicit 6, now the illicit 8, and he has known this for well over a year. Yet Mr. Holness misled the country by withholding the truth about this investigation in statements that he made both in and outside Parliament over this period, even telling Jamaica that he had asked far and wide, and none of his MPs were under investigation for illicit enrichment. This extended withholding of the truth, this fundamentally dishonest deception of the people of Jamaica obliterates any trust and confidence in the Prime Minister. How can we believe anything he says in light of the extended failure to tell us the truth that he was indeed under investigation for a serious criminal offense? This unprecedented situation is fundamentally incompatible with his continuing to hold office as Prime Minister. The Integrity Commission's report contains several serious findings which reinforce the need for Mr. Holness to go now. I will mention 3 of these. Firstly, there is the purchase of an investment for $94,000 using, as part of the money that was put up to buy this investment, $32,000 from a registered charity of which Mr. Holness is a director, called the Positive Jamaica Foundation, commingled with resources from his personal company, Imperium, including $30,000 from an account that he had with SSL Yes, SSL. Mr. Holness reported this investment for several years as 100% belonging to his company Imperium, when the charity's money had been used to acquire it as well as his own. Indeed, a third of the money came from the charity. One can only wonder how local and international donors to that charity feel about its resources being used to enrich Mr. Holness personally. Secondly, the filing of nil returns.
So, look on him face. Look on him face. Look on him fucker face. Anyway, I want to play this just to make the people them know. Me queue up something for you again.
Because as I tell you, look, I am a chess player. I am a chess player. I am a chess player. So we knew that they were coming with this because they have been trying to take our 2016 playbook. They don't understand the playbook. And I think they overplayed their hands. But one of the reasons why I did it, however, and I'm glad you asked the question, because, you know, the PNP claims to be a socialist party. And socialist parties are more about redistribution rather than creation. So they take what is in the society and they take it from one set and they give it to other. Normally, socialist societies take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. There are two instances which I think the public should look at very carefully.
You need to close down the bar.
Why?
Okay, no problem. Alright? Alright, sir. And if I come here again and she's operating a bar, I'm going to arrest and charge her.
For what?
For operating a bar.
Because that's why I have my notice.
Alright, this happened about 2 years ago. The government locked down the bar, them saying, I'm going to tell the people, them say, all of these bar in the rural part of Jamaica, under this Andrew Holness government, them are locked down. Them are going to find everything in the book for lock them down.
License.
But I'm in the process to get my
No,
license.
you're not going to get a license.
The inspector came here, give me the right. Yes, what his name?
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed came here, he gave me my right to operate. He said, operate my bar.
When the police are tell the lady, say the inspector can't give him no license. A fuckery police attack, you know. Kind of the police are the one that issue the license, you know. So the police are breach all fame jurisdiction. You understand? It might go overboard. Because you don't have nothing to do with issuing license. That is a different, totally different entity. We do the issuing license. So I just saw the police them go on to Jamaica. They want to be the head of everything. But when them kill Jamaican cold-blooded, then everybody take with themselves from it. Nobody no want to be the head of that. I'm telling you, say a day like this will come. I'm telling you, say a day like this will come.
Until I get my license, and that's why I have my notice. I know my right. Just because these people don't want the bar to be open, look at my phone. Give me my phone. I'm show them. This will come here throwing broken bottle in my yard. This will come here. They go over there.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Stone in my yard. Only this house don't my bar to be open. Mr. Reed came here and said, Miss,
you're not going to operate a bar.
Mr. Reed came here and said me I have my right to operate my bar. Unless I don't make noise here, until I get my license.
There's no noise here.
And there's no noise here.
The TV is playing.
The TV is playing.
These are the little guards them who then create, you know. For after the war going with Paul Boger, you know. Seeing to defend them. And these people take up flux. I want to come go and let them want to run the whole of Jamaica. Remember? This thing will get normalized in Jamaica, the JCF, you know. It should never get normalized in our land, you know. The JCF, the agenda of the JCF and it create the original agenda. This thing, this should never even be upon our land, the JCF. It should never exist in upon our land. Because for no things said it create for any good. See what it create for you, you know, for oppress we, you know. And the system from the JCF created to oppress you, but more time it trick way, make it feel like say, yeah, they upon our side. But really, them just there for oppress we. The main function is for oppress way. And one time I rise up against the fuckery, them shoot way. Because I didn't give them permission for have gun. But these people are them set them for oppressed we. How can we if we don't know the original history of the JCF and how it create? We don't know say yo this should have never in a country. Look at this. Look at this.
Always. Yes. You gotta do the right thing. I know my right.
Read the bar in Boxfield. The lady is telling me that you tell her that she can operate.
No, sir. No, I tell her to fix up the place.
Fix up the place?
Fix up the place.
What do you mean fix up the place? Because probably they get you wrong.
No, man, I tell her the place is not even ready to be like. So I tell her she can't do anything because there's no bathroom.
There is bathroom right there. He came here, he tell me, miss, you have your right to pay the bar.
This just expose the corruption within the people them who issue license for the bar them and the JCF, you know. Because the man who issue the license and this police and if it don't be no friend like that, when you can just take up him phone and call. And so comes corruption come in, you know. So him and the man who issue the license would extort the people them who are run them local bar in the country, you know. And so the criminality start, you know. Him and this man now issue the license, two of them link up and say, yo, I give them a hard time and see if we can take off our money off of them. You know, that's how criminality start within the force. What kind of link this man have a call, man? Eh? I go overboard. Eh? You see this police I go overboard now. Eh? Gone in a different water we don't have no jurisdiction, you know. Listen this guy.
Until you have your license.
Listen, miss. Yes, because they are tell me say them are operate. Eh? Alright. That them are tell me I'm around here now, you know.
So all them police are in a brown suit. All them rich in a brown suit. Because if you're a man in a brown suit, I think you're a professional, but it's obvious the police is just a next shit in a plate. Eh? I know so them police, I know so police operate. But them police are not to go through nothing, you know. Them are just willing to put them bottom over the counter and them just put on brown suit. Once they're willing to put them bottom over the counter, them get a brown suit and start get harder. And then can't go in the water.
Ooh. Alright, I'm telling you now, a bar cannot be operated.
Because these people don't want my bar to operate there.
Because
so why?
Because the people...
It's only one person and it's not only my business.
Listen, until you get that, you can't operate.
But I have Mr. Reed came here.
You cannot operate until you get a license.
But you tell me a bar cannot be here. There's multiple bars over here. There's business here.
Then you can operate.
Then I have my right. I'm going to fight for my right. And this is what's going on.
You come here again.
Okay.
I'm going to arrest and...
You're not, because you're gonna arrest me, and I'm gonna get my lawyer and see why I'm getting arrested. Yes, I'm getting my lawyer. I'm getting my lawyer. You have no right to touch nothing.
Alright, you see the brown suit man now. You want somebody to use one two before and just give you one lick in your mouth. Just lick you in your blood clot mouth. Just when you lick in your mouth, if you drop back way like somebody kick you down, like somebody run and kick you down. He's a troublemaker. And it's a troublemaker like you, if you get two before in your mouth. Troublemaker like you, if you get two before in your mouth. One lick in your mouth out a piece of two before.
Nothing here. You have no right to touch nothing here.
Come police.
Okay, I'm gonna sue ya. Touch my thing. Touch my thing.
See we how to operate. Move the mind revolution start for some man just run and kick down on a blood clot. Yeah man, you know the running kick? Some man all run out from far distance and run and just kick down a blood clot. And when you kick it down that way, the next man I run come on the next side and kick down your bumbo clot. Because you at the running and kick down you want, you know. You just want, every time you get up, you just get a run and kick down. Every time you get up, you just get a run and kick down. And sister, you're a troublemaker. Look at this.
I'm gonna sue ya. Yeah. You have no right to touch my thing in my property.
Look at this.
Get my phone inside.
Look at this. Look at this.
Give me my
The
bottle.
police don't have no right for you to come take up liquor. Look at this. But I just see people them choose. They say 1 p.m. The government can just have police to come on the bar, come take one liquor for drink and drive and mash up government vehicle. Take one liquor, carry gas station and drink and junk. Drive and mash up government vehicle. That then do you know? Look at this. Them a police now, you see? Forget big foot and big hand. Yeah man, if you go home and their foot just get big pan them and their hand just get big. So then can't put on the work boot for go work the next morning. Then forget big foot and big hand. When they take up people, you can see people forget them big foot and big hand. Yeah man. Make them one part of them make one part of them bigger than one. Yeah man. Me don't have to wait. You understand? Give them big foot and big hand. We are the deal right. Them a police forget big foot and big hand. Make them foot big so till they can't go in and no shoes. Them have to wear 1 foot of shoes and walk barefoot. So them have to go left the blood clot police work. And then wife have go left them. You understand? Left them in their house, make them turn in their lonely and suffer and dead. You don't know? Them they are torture. When they make them foot big or get big out of proportion, till their wife can't all them pick them off and around them. You don't know? Yeah man, so make them just stay there and just look up in the ceiling top like Darrell Vaz and ball. And Darrell Vaz, don't bother feel like a gateway, you know. Don't bother feel like a gateway. The amount of corruption down the Darrell Vaz, we have to take it on turn. So we have to say this a night, this a 2 nights out of a week, we have to talk about Darrell Vaz. The other 2 nights we have to talk about Andrew. The other 2 nights are Flight Green. The other 2 nights are Tufton. So Darrell Vaz, I'm going to feel like you gateway. I just show we have to take it on turn because the corruption turn up in the Labour Right Party. So we can't talk about you to see you all week, Darrell Vaz. So we have to take it on turn. But you're still in line, Darrell Vaz. You're still in line, I come back run. You understand? Somebody feel like you're gone now here. Nobody that dirty Darrell Vaz. Nobody that feel like you're gone now here because when you're a young boy, the things you do when you're a little boy, Darrell Vaz, it is very unheard of. The things where Darrell Vaz do when him a little boy all Stony Hill Road, it is unheard of. I don't know, but look at these dog shit police now. We are going to take up liquor, A badness them are doing because they want to lock up somebody, then go intimidate people. You know them way they go intimidate people for people get angry, so they can find a reason for lock them up. But as me I say, when you not take up the people them liquor off a shop, off a shelf, me say the woman should have one charm on him table, on him shelf. One charm, because you know the shop them use charm now because I know say Obi are the order the day in Jamaica, so everybody them make it be normal. It's not normalized over, you know. So them police, when them take up the thing them off of the shelf, on the hand should just a swell up on a blood clot. I want to look on the foot swell up on you. You can't shut the van door. You can't shut the van door. You have to sit down and have to hang out outside. You don't know. You come like a pestilence to the people them skin in the country. You busy want to destroy their livelihood. I want to kill them pitney. The pitney them if you go work and mind them, you know. You kill them out. And then we are also now lock down them business. I don't know.
Give me my bottle! Give me my thing! You cannot call me to touch my stuff! You cannot touch! Give me my bottle! Hold this! Give me my thing! Let me say we came here! Give me my bottle! Give me my bottle! You cannot take my liquor! Give me my... Don't touch me! Don't touch me! This is not right! Give me my... Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Stop. Don't touch me!
Sir. Murray, stop. Stop.
This is my right, this is my thing, it's not black money.
What do you mean? Different thing.
Take my bottle.
Different things.
What the fuck?
You can't give the girl a warning say she not for operate no bar, but because you put the bottom over the counter and put on brown suit, you want to operate like your dad's around here. So Hey.
You're not gonna arrest me. You're not. You're not. You're not gonna arrest me. Bullshit. You're not gonna arrest me.
Chill. Don't let people arrest you.
Why? Why would they arrest me? You need to record. That's what you need to do. You need to record them coming here.
Rasta, record them. Rasta get it. Rasta. You get too coward in a Rasta. You shouldn't record the thing. Hold up your phone and record the thing. That's we can see everything while going. Rasta, you get your coward. Eh? You have to stand up for your sister. So make sure so the phone is record because the phone is your safety. Or your phone is your local alibi. For people can see that the police violate. Because the police come and give the girl a warning. Because the man not issue the license for the bar or friend. So them go around and scam people and take money off of people and blackmail who they want blackmail and give who they want give. And become dads and oppress and suppress blood-clad people. Eh? So Rasta, if you hold up the phone, as people can see the whole thing good. See me, David?
But Mr. Reed came here. Mr. Reed came
come here
here.
already.
Mr. Reed.
Hurt the people them again. I can't understand how them come bulldozer down the people them house. And no money now run. And me hear say them say, no away, now go get no money.
Andrew. This is the work of Andrew Holness and all of this may I show you. The man will say the PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. Say Andrew Holness take from the poor and give to the rich.
What can me tell you now this? Me a sell out my goodies them. And me a throw my housing trust. So you say me don't sell out them, you not throw my housing trust. You say if me not get my $30,000 and low, me not hungry, me not move. So all the soldiers and the police and the full force but not go come in. You not have to go murder me, cause me not move. Cause be a slackness a go on. You not give the people them party over here, so. You not give the people them hell and powder house. Me not understand, you know. Me want to know where I go on. Cause no, whole heap of people not get no money.
You want to know what I go on? I'm going to tell you what I go on. You prepare yourself for famine. And that I go on. Prepare yourself for the blood clot famine. Anyway, now listen to this.
What they are called today, Iran, was known in the Bible as Persia. The name was changed in 1935. Iraq was known in the Bible as Babylon. The modern name appeared in 1932, coming from the ancient region Mesopotamia. Syria was known in the Bible as Aram. The name changed during Roman times around 64 BC. Ethiopia and Sudan were known in the Bible as Cush. The name Ethiopia appeared in the 4th century. Sudan received its name in 1956. Israel and Palestine were known in the Bible as Canaan. Israel became a state in 1948, Palestine in 1920. Libya was known in the Bible as
What's going on in Iran is more than just politics. It's because they have a Stargate. And the Stargate that they have also sits on an energetic portal. And the USA and all these other countries that are getting involved do not want them to have this technology. The same happened with Saddam Hussein. He had an Iraqi Stargate. Now there was loads of videos on YouTube back, I say, 18 years ago. And it had images of soldiers bringing the Stargate out on the back of their vehicles away from an ancient site. You'll also find around that time that a lot of military were going into the museums and destroying ancient artifacts, ones that exposed of where humans actually came from and beings that existed beforehand. So yes, Saddam Hussein had alien technology and the US fought to detain that. There is many Stargates, many portals over the earth, but unfortunately for the rest of us humans, the Stargates are being hijacked by these same people, leaders that are causing war and conflict. Many years ago, you could not speak on this type of stuff. We would be called lunatics. But as you can see, humanity's consciousness is rising. People are starting to ask questions. The truth is coming to light. Even with the disclosure now of UFOs and other beings, we're starting to learn the truth. Now, if these portals and stargates were accessed and opened correctly, it would raise Earth's magnetic fields. And once that's done, it also raises magnetic fields inside. So our consciousness would just shift levels. Now, in the Middle East, these wars and conflict has been going on for centuries. And it's because this is where a lot of the ancient aliens technology, stargates and portals exist. It has literally never been about oil or these other things that are made up in the media. The same thing happened to Hitler. Hitler had ancient technology. He had stargates. He traveled all over to gain this technology and information of extraterrestrial beings and tech. He was even said to have communication with a certain extraterrestrial beings, the Aryans. And when these conflicts start, isn't it always the same story? Weapons of mass destruction. And if you think what I'm saying just sounds so far-fetched and out there, go and start diving down the rabbit hole at Saddam Hussein's ancient tech and the ancient cigarette that they removed the Stargate from. Go and research Hitler and his journeys to these ancient places and the ancient technology that he obtained.
So, when I hear that, I want a whole heap of things are going. A whole heap of something are going. Like this.
As no upscale or curry this is the reality of the people wanting a sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel.
If you follow Andrew, your name mackerel in the morning, mackerel in the evening, mackerel at supper time.
Any government minister who becomes a millionaire after being to a government office is a thief.
That's true. That's very true.
There's no millionaire who becomes a millionaire through government salaries. I make that statement loud and clear.
Yeah, man, have to be a fucking thief, my elder. We all know that Andrew is a thief. Anyway, wanna listen to this.
So Iran will be involved. But these are the small players, but the main players are Russia and China. The end battle will be between two superpowers, East and West. What is West? America and Great Britain. East, China and Russia. These are the two superpowers will flex their muscles in what is called Armageddon. In the Middle East, they will show what powers they have and what wisdom they have achieved and what technology they have reached and what it's going to be. The knowledge of humanity, which is the destruction of humanity. They will wipe this planet nice and neat. They'll burn it. But who's burning it at the end? The Lord Jesus. Why? Because humanity have filled the world with filthiness, fornication, abomination. The Lord will clean it with fire. He cleansed it in the beginning with water, the great flood, and in the end he will cleanse it with fire, my beloveds. Okay, so Iran will be involved.
The flood we are talking about, and the mud flood reset, and the fire we are talking about, and the war we are going on, nuclear atomic bomb and them something going to bring the fire. What do you think, say? Anyway, take a listen to this.
This is an international world atlas published by Rand McNally. Here you go. Published in 1941 for the first time, and 1947 most recent. That's what this edition is, okay? I want you to look at these flags and see if you notice an Israeli flag or Palestinian flag. You won't. Because at the time that this was published, there was no Israel. Look right here. Where's Israel? It didn't exist. It was called Palestine. So we're going to go to page 125. And we're just going to take a look. Okay? Palestine. Now, I want you to look at the names of the towns. They're all in Arabic. If you want an example of what happened to all of these towns after 1948, look up Tentura. It was a fishing village that was depopulated, forcibly, ethnically cleansed, okay? You don't see the West Bank here, do you? Because this is Palestinian territory, all of it. Palestine. And yes, you're going to see Judea here. Because prior to the invention of the so-called State of Israel, Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived in peace in Palestine.
Deep, you know. Deep, man. Deep. Hear what the general here say.
See me? Because man I call you, I talk to you. You're going to ask man how man I talk to you. Like you're a girl, You're a woman. So me talk to you soft. My mother return tax get fuck already. And me I call you now to send the paper them come give you sign now so me can get my mother and take her. And you go ask me say how me I talk to you. Then you go send voice note. Hang up your phone for me. Send voice note come give me. Tell me say you will squeeze me. Pussy, you know we squeeze you. We squeeze your family them make you ball. We make it in America moan. And when you come and just come to funeral come murder you. Remember 9 years and 7 months hard labor me do a prison, I'm not afraid.
Alright, what go on in this side now? The bridge in your mother dead. And some entanglement with the land. See? Then you have some family are foreign, some cousin will fly down and pay up some money at the funeral home and get the mother must say some birth service, some must say burial something. And him want it now to get back some money where him did pay for something, some tax return or something. And him cousin hold off and now free him up. And the mother talk some things. You see, if you live in the diaspora, don't tussle with no family in Jamaica or no land because we're dead. If you're in a diaspora, try put one look of money aside for buy one look if I have 1 acre of land. And don't pray no family land in Jamaica and fight nobody for no family land because we're dead. Professor not saying mama have him own, daddy have him own. Anything them have a better, leave that alone. So you can't have foreign and tussle for land in Jamaica. Even if nothing going for them or pray you. Even if I road you asleep and if I have food bank you go get food. For you day in a foreign people are priest are foreign this so you can't I think say you want this so and the mindset them have. So you can't tussle with nobody in Jamaica about your poor struggle for no land. We buy a piece of land in a scheme, Andrew and Julieta build be a house in Jamaica. Buy one of them houses from them. Hear what the jail say?
Never blood clot scared Rupert. So Rupert, you're ex-police and the America drive blood clot chuck and feel like say a peace and safety. You don't know who your blood clot day with Rupert. Rupert, any Omega court next month and government take my mother blood clot land from me. Remember me tell her that bumbo one. You pity them at Jamaica ball. Cause you threaten me say you gonna squeeze me. I'm not gonna squeeze you man. You pity them you gonna squeeze man make you moan man. Yeah man, there's no blood clot joke about this Rupert. Your life half a kick. You pity them half a ball if me lose my motherland. Remember, you half a moan. Remember that. Man, me have some family for kill man. I mean kill, I mean real blood clot killer. I not laugh, I just wake up and I'm mad. You see me? Yeah. Just wake up and I'm mad and miserable. You know say my mother dead. I pay 220,000 for health burial already. 160 left. You see me? TRN, NIS office, we can have some return tax. Which when we go to them, they say, must pay and left 160. Then we sort out the rest. And what left me, we get it back after them send that come give me. Send that come give the funeral parlor. I have one cousin of foreign now, him fly down and go behind me back now. Go pay the 160, two of them, two cousins of them. Fly down from foreign then go pay the 160. Yeah. The return tax. My mother never bury yet. No, my mother bury. Them I tell me say I can't get the return tax without them sign the paper. Wish me get the paper, send it to them a foreign. 2 years pass all now I can't get back the paper. My mother return tax get knocked. Wish my mother owe NHT some money same way. The NHT have her title and she owe them some money. Wish me pay up the money, go for the title and tell me say I can't get the title without the next two person who help where my mother come sign the paper say and me forget it. And all me I call my family them to sort out that my family ma block me from them phone. But remember me telling you this, I go kill someone on the pussy wall. Remember, I'm telling you this, I go kill someone on you see all you Bumble Rupert, you have some pit near Jamaica, they're not safe. Remember me tell you that blood clot. Alright, in a Labour Right Party for bomb up. Yeah man, Labour Right Party for bomb up man. Me Chicken said that, Steve Simon Simit said that. Storm blow, people shot blow down, people fall could mash up all type of things. And the government of Jamaica say I give a goods for stock back shop, chicken for go back in a cup. And here and now, you have to have shop license, you have to have radar license to get free chicken, to get a little 50 chicken, to get 50 chicken and 5 bag of feeding from the government. Tell me now. Me as a Labour right now, if I get 50 chicken from the Labour Right Party now, me have to have a radar license to get 50 chicken. Labour Right Party, you know, if you boom up, suck on the mother will never vote again. Up and out. And some people are talking if you know what me I say. Remember 25 years I get a prisoner appeal and get the 13. And the 9 years and 7 months out of 13 years. Anything me I gotta do, me know the consequence. And right now, I'm ready to go back to prison. I'm ready to dead. More than lose my mother place them for your grandpitney them. Any I lose my mother place right now, I'm ready to dead or go back to prison. I know the consequence of everything I do. So nobody tell me about take down this and take down that, you know I can take down. Tell my family them to sign the paper so I can get my mother land title. My mother return tax gone already. That is in the past. I need my mother land title before NHT take it. If them not come and sign it, I can't get the land title. You see me? I need my mother land title for my mother land so I can have my mother things in grandpit them. That's all I need for only. I don't need no friend, no company. No followers, no compliment. More than I just need my motherland title so I can move on with my life.
It's a very serious, you know. Very, very serious matter this one here. Very, very serious matter like that one here. We're going to play with it. Right there. Listen to this, yeah.
People of East Portland that the bypass will affect their home and future.
It may come in parables, but I promise you, I want you to listen to what I'm saying, and it will become clear. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. They came for the Venezuelans, and I did not speak out because... Then they came for the Cubans, and I did not speak out because... Then they came for the youth them where rub out them hand niggle and extrajudicial killings reach them, but I am not a. So I did not.
Rub out the hand niggle.
Well, when they come for Boundbrook and Norwich, the people in Mansion Hill say, I did not speak out because what? But they forget that they are from Portland, and I'm including East and West. The point I'm making to you is this road, and I'm going to give you the hard truth, and listen to me. No member of parliament, whether they know how to dance, whether they know how to use a roller, whether you see them on the tractor, whether they make nice fancy videos and say, look at the road that I give to you, they are not responsible for roads. The people responsible for roads, I don't want to throw Stephen Shaw under the bus, but he is the communications person, is National Works Agency. I want you to hear me out. Now, what do I mean and why am I telling you this? I wear two hats. I'm your member of parliament, which means that I serve you in that capacity. I just happen to be an attorney like Mr. Stephen Shaw, and I am now forced, compelled to work in that capacity for you. Can you appreciate that? Yeah. So, for those who, and my ears clean, may use the cotton swab this morning. So for those who are mumbling and choking on their words to say, may I play politics and if you shut up and do the business. I'm explaining something to you. This is serious business. This is your life. This is your neighbors. I do not care who you vote for or who you give your life to, whether it was Bustamante or Norman Manley. I'm telling you to listen and wake up, because this is Portland issues and Jamaican issue. This is about housing, this is about displacement, this is about ensuring that you live somewhere at the end of this. And if it doesn't affect you, that your brother, your sister, your neighbor, or the person you don't like still have a roof over their head in a time when climate change is rampant and we don't know when the next hurricane is coming. Right. So any attitude that you have, I hope I'm speaking English so you can appreciate that even if you don't like me, I am constrained and willing and happy to work on your behalf, because they who know not what they do put Jesus on the cross. Now, having said that, just hear me out. No matter how you feel, no matter who you are, rich or poor, when you leave here, here's something I'm going to tell you. Me nah ask Christ the bypass to happen. Not me doing it. No matter how beautiful they say it, that road is happening. Here where we are now. Mr. Stephen Shaw said some beautiful words about Section 3. Let's talk about Section 3. It is a notice. Whether you say you get it or not, whether you looked at it, it is gazetted. There are properties. There are 313. I'm not Damien, so I did have 319, because I can't count good. But hear me. Those structures belong to people, and it's blood, sweat, and tears that they use to have it. Many of you would have approached me, and I have files for a lot of you. So one of the most compelling ones is that you have your granny and your great-grandfather buried on structures, and you grow there, and that's where your entire life and existence is. Appreciate that. What you must preserve is value, because a bulk of you, when Stephen Shaw said, yes, you have the title, you present the title, and all is beautiful, and you run off in the sunset and you get a piece of land in Fellowship and another piece in Mansion Hill and you feel good. Somebody said, Jesus, but me nah no title. In fact, my granny did dep on the land and I did some me born and nobody no show me no paper. Me never know the land never register. Two things. It is called what the affluent people in Jamaica like to say, squatters. I sat on the Privy Council and other people in the world call it adverse possession. It is a right that you have that we are going to have to look into. It means if it is a private parcel, and Stephen gave you information about the different type of parcels, and I want you to listen. If you're on a piece of land, either government own it, or the person who own it gone a foreign long time and not coming back. You are there to the exclusion of everybody else. A fear land if 12 years pass, a fear land if 60 years pass. Don't matter what they say. So it would simply mean then that there are a number of things that you're going to have to do. Your neighbors and your witnesses will have to say, yes, a long time, me know, say, Miss Bailey did dep on the piece of land and the peg there, but as she lived there is her land. You understand? After that, we do affidavits to present the case to National Land Agency. I was hoping that a representative would be here because the truth is, NWA and China Harbor, they want to do their road and that's their concern. National Land Agency is the agency that's responsible to interface with you. What we have to figure out is where we're going to live if they take the piece that I am on. And listen, and my hope is that when we engage NLAs, that they find alternative land spots and housing solutions in Portland, because they don't want, you don't want to end up in Westmoreland because because $500,000 can't build back house. You understand? So take it serious when I tell you, no matter how you feel right now, I am going to ensure, and I'm telling you this, that the value of what you have, and if they tell you it's just the house because you don't own the land, and you know that you own the land, we're going to speak about that. The advocacy is that they came for us, but because it's all of us and they are not like us. You know that song then? Drake don't like that song. But anyway, we are going to ensure that we respond to preserve your interest. So your land right now, our land, and they come for our land. We're going to make sure that you get the best value for that land. Because there are some of you that will leave here and say, me nah move, me no want to move, but when it comes, the aspect of it, that is the compulsory acquisition, is a very painful aspect. It goes and jumps through agencies and ministries sometimes, and you just get left in the cold. And then you're gonna say the MP never helped me, and that can't be right. You with me? So they're going to speak about the process of the Port Antonio bypass, the aspect of it. And I will say this, I'm not a hypocrite. Development is always good. The people of Portland always complain about roads. Even though probably the road in front of where you live is in such a state that you're complaining. But is Stephen Shaw responsible for that? I promise you. No. It simply means then that while we cannot...
Hey, deep, you know. Hey, one Isaac on the app. Big up on yourself, Isaac. Big up yourself. Anyway, hear this.
Prime Minister, we need an explanation why them American soldiers they don't have waterfront in our sea water. May I beg you, sorry, give we heads up and make we know what we feel look out for whatsoever, because me have my family them and me have my friend them and me have everybody's safety in Jamaica. So Mr. Andrew Holness would I like you come out today and tell we how them marine the out in our water for. May I beg you, please, sir. Just go and give me an explanation. Why these soldiers, American people, them in a down a waterfront so near in a Jamaica, them there. So, Mr. Andrew, we need explanation and we need it right now. Why them soldiers they down a waterfront?
I like to know too. I really want to know too. I not like to know. Lady say, why the soldiers them there? I want to hear this.
Me there in the hospital and nobody no business about me in a JLP. JLP them can go burn up and dead with too, you know. And I done with them. You see after I post that video, yeah, me no want no man call my phone and no man plead to me. Cause when me done with you know, I saw the whole and I go burn up in the ashes. I done with the whole JLP and JLP can't win one more election in a Jamaica. They done with the Jamaica Labour Party. They're now moving in the right direction where the country needs to go. I done them two parties I need to done without a Jamaica. I burn them and burn up the whole country. Me done with the JLP. Me done with all labor right. Me no want no labor right here. Me not ask me about no voting. Me no want no labor right link me about next election. I burn down the JLP. Me no have nothing to do with them again. I be a Wobia and science them a work for me. I be a vomit blood. 5 days now me there in the hospital and nobody no business about me in a JLP. JLP them can go burn up and dead with too, you know. And I done with them. You see after I post that video, yeah, me no want no man call my phone and no man plead to me. Cause when me done with you know, I saw the whole and I go burn up in the ashes. I done with the whole JLP and JLP can't win one more election in a Jamaica. They're done with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Man say I'm done with the party, sir. The man say I'm done with the party to blood. Man like your grievance party. Anyway, listen to this.
I'm saying America power slap. But then I told you that already. I told you that already like 5 years ago. I told you that the Iranians 5 years ago, Yah said to tell you, America, that the Iranians are done taking all nonsense, all braggadocio, all noise. Now, the way Americans filter armed conflicts is that they think, oh no, you know, they can never fight us, they can never nuke us. Have you ever seen those fights between girls where their strength is evenly matched and everybody walks away with an absolutely destroyed face, like flesh has been gouged out? You'll look like you have African tribal marks. Flesh will come out. You're going to pay a pretty penny for the doctor to put that flesh in. Might get infected. You might get face-eating bacteria. You never know how it'll go. That's how fights between people happen when you think that person is a cakewalk and they do you in the greenest way possible. They will do you green, America, like the grass outside at the park. At this point for Iran, it's fight or die. And America doesn't have that same heart. America thinks it's still, I don't know, whatever they did with Iran in the 80s. I don't know what the name of the thing is called. The thing with the Olympics where they grabbed people or whatever it is. That's what America thinks. America thinks it's still the 80s. America thinks it's still, I don't know, the days of John F. Kennedy, when there used to be at least some measure of favor here. It's not. For Iran, it's fight or die. For Iran, it's now just about protecting the name. It's just about Iran making a statement that they too are made under God's sun and they have a right to be on this earth and breathe.
I don't know if it's a Rasta. And like how I touch her, I have something more with her now. I have something more with her. I want to listen to this.
Them that their children are in shipping containers going out all over the world. Children are coming into America from all over the world. They're being shipped in these large, bulky containers that ride on the ships and I guess on the large cargo planes. This is what God said. He said these victims are going to cry out from the grave against these people. They are going to open their mouths from under the soil where they put some of them, still struggling, still alive. Girls and boys went under the soil by their hair. Some of them still struggling, still alive. The title of this prophecy is The Voices Under the Ground. The Voices Under the Ground. And as the Lord was speaking to me, the picture I was seeing was of, I would say, a child, maybe 13 or 14 years old. Hard to tell if it was a girl or boy because the child had short cropped hair and just a t-shirt and shorts. This child was very grimy and this child was not in the best shape, but this child still had life in them. And the life that I saw was this child was fighting and struggling to save their own life because a very strong and bulky man had that child by the hair and was putting them live into a hole to bury them. This was a victim of some kind of human trafficking, sexual trafficking. And God was saying that some of the children, when they get into bad and bruised shape, it is just a sadistic way of disposing of them. And I saw that this child was being thrust into a hole and the child was fighting and struggling. And of course, this apex of pain, being grabbed by your hair by a massively strong man. The child was holding their head and fighting to resist their legs being put into this very narrow hole, because once the legs are put into that hole, it is no problem to shove the rest of the body into the hole. And once that little one gets trapped by arms being trapped by the side, there is no way for this child to be able to come back up. And that is why I was hearing, as God began to speak, the voices under the ground. The voices.
The voices under the ground. The voices in the basement in the church back. The voices, the voices. Anyway, listen to the voices.
Up and running to my indigenous people, up and running, up and running. Yeah, man. Boy, may I tell you. Jamaican people. Sometimes I almost wonder why I'm there on us. And anybody will love the name. You see, anybody will stand up and defend the name there, we're not going to trouble. Both with God and the devil. We're not going to trouble. Anybody will defend the name Jamaica. And you don't know how you come by it. Right? You can't find it yourself. You hear me I say? You cannot find it yourself. So you just pick up a nickname and run with the destruction. But let me tell you something, you Jamaican people. You are the wickedest, evilest set of people that may ever know amongst each other. And you know no problem, you know back low life criminal. You don't even back good criminal, you know. You know back low life blood club or criminal, and this is on a downfall. If you don't see a good person that try, you don't love it. You know Jamaica don't love it. In a Jamaica and in a foreign the same blood club thing. Once them see you a try, and know say and them come out for the same salon. They don't love you. They hate you. These people have special hate for each other. You say if you don't have nothing in your life and you struggle, Jamaica people love you like cook food. They love you if it's when you suffer and don't have nothing. It's when you hold your head high and then can't bring you down. It's when they can't bring you down. And it's when you don't go through them to get nothing at all. Eh? It hurt them, they live with pain. They live with pain and in natural they don't have to know you from away now. Then just see you and see with your purse or see with your billfold or see with your bag. And then just feel sitting in a head for them. You see me I say? You don't stick to too much low life people, and this is why the country have so much problem. You have so much criminal, so much thief, so much liar. You see me I say? You don't check on yourself because enough of you live off of people things. And you're not proud of it. You're not knock on your chest and a boast. You're not buy big vehicle and do all of them that sitting from people money. You hear me I say? But you know, remember, destruction is for real. You hear me I say? Destruction is for real. And all the tears where good people cry, if you not found out, you think, you not escape. You not go escape the tears where people are crying. One of the people. You hear me I say? You know wicked to the point. Even if one little old woman a raise goat on no TV. If one little old woman, if one baby a raise chicken on no TV. On a low pass level. You see me I say? On a low pass level. And sometimes in every village, I just one little handful of destruction bomb destructive people spread them virus upon the rest. And that's how the whole country behave. Right? You must stop spend criminal money. Because I hit same one I go be on a downfall. You hear me I say? You have to stop tell lie. Because it become qualification. Right? It become a qualification. You hear me I say? You learn that. That's why Trump say one blood clot thing. He might go make a new prison for new language. You hear me I say? Trust me. So no fun I go get licked on the body with a leather belt. And that Trump I go doing, you know. He might go beat on the like little baby on the body naked. You know what I say? A some Trump I go can't go America. A leather belt on a bomb clot backside for you know. You know check some go to school. Eh? You wait. You know wait no for no bomb clot. All criminal we are in the country. Both big and bomb clot little. You know low life to nothing. Trust me. You know low life. Everyone I know I get up and go and like so now no part of the low life. I don't know no low life. If you drink water from criminal, you're low life. If you take money from criminal, you're low life. If you name food from criminal, you're low life. If you buy anything from criminal money, give them your low life. You hear me I say? Trust me. The only good people upon earth is when they work for what you have. You hear me I say? Only when they work for what you have, you're good. If you don't work for what you have, you're spoiled. You understand me? You're spoiled. And when the right time comes, you will know. And you will remember me.
When the right time comes, you're going to rotten. Because you're spoiled. Anyway, listen to this.
You ought to take a listen to this. Hold on to your hats if you have anything to drink. I don't care if it's water, hot coffee, hot tea, cold coffee, vodka maybe, moonshine. Yeah. Take a listen.
Is there a point where you would reach out to...
No. Here's what's happening on the shutdown, though. Honestly, can I put it in plain words for you? And you're a smart guy, so you'll understand, but a lot of people don't. The Democrats are getting killed on the shutdown because we're closing up programs that are Democrat programs that we were opposed to. So we're being able, and they're never going to come back in many cases. So we're being able to do things that we were unable to do before. So we're closing up programs that are Democrat programs that we wanted to close up or that we never wanted to happen, and now we're closing them up. And we're not going to let them come back. The Democrats are getting killed. And we're going to have a list of them on Friday, closing up some of the most egregious, socialist, semi-communist, probably not full communist, we're saving that for New York, but semi-communist programs. And we're closing them up. We're not closing up Republican programs because we think they work. So the Democrats are getting killed, but they're not telling the people about that. I say it, nobody, well, I haven't said it probably as bluntly as I just said it, but so we are closing up Democrat programs that we think, that we disagree with, and they're never going to open again. Thank you very much.
Take a deep breath.
I didn't know that there were Democratic and Republican parties, or rather, programs. Let's talk about that later, shall we? Whatever do you mean? Programs. For more news and information that you can use, head over to Brown.
What kind of world are we living in? At Mr. Cruz don't go through. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to play the song for you next, go in the next segment. Start.
Just start to oversee powers of the energy. Dipping at the river with the yellow and me washing. We then me flashy, then me shout out till I see. Guns like Mumba, Marcus Gaddafi. Africa is everything and with them I feel happy. Rewrite me history but we still never forgot it. Me got look like he me here a finger beat. Tell the Vatican fi hold back them copy. Thinking don't press I don't know so far. Still I see how you praise and a rope on. Who no try to get your foot for what can choose all. Then guess who you want to know. You have to be a slave with them fool one. Without a direction for your fool down. The truth which are peace and a use songs. No feel when everything will fly through all.
What a piece of chanting. I'll play one more time.
It's the iron shore, but the iron down. No Zion door, so come on you iron door. Don't give me a more. Come I am a queen, defender to the core. Just start to over the powers of energy. Looking at the river with the yellow coffee washing. So it then me flash it, then me shout out till I see. Cause like Mumba, Marcus Gaddafi. Africa is everything and with them I feel copy. We write history but we still never forgot it. Me God look like he me a roughing a bit. Tell the Vatican fi hold back them copy. Thinking don't press as on no sofa. Still I see how you praise and a rope on. Who no try to get your foot for what can choose all. Then guess who you want to know. You have to be a slave with them fool one. Without a direction for your fool down. The truth which are peace and a use songs. No feel when everything will fly through all.
May I tell you something, the vibration just is a vibe. The vibration there is a vibe. Is a vibe.
Has officially passed all the necessary.
Hold on, listen.
Senate Bill 76 has officially passed all the necessary measures to make it to Governor Braun's desk in Indiana and be signed as law. So for everyone who was telling me, oh, this hasn't passed, it hasn't passed, we're past that now. Governor Braun of Indiana has found a way to weaponize our law enforcement against us, the people of Indiana, and now it is turning into complete chaos as it is in adjacent to the use of ICE. Not only does Senate Bill 76 weaponize our local officials, our local police officers, and forcing their compliance as it pertains to arresting what they consider to be illegal immigrants, it also forces compliance of local schools, establishments, educators, anyone in a public area or that resides within the federal government, or just public places that depend on funding and or they don't depend on funding from the federal and local government. Like I told you before, everything in Minnesota was a test. No one believed me. Everyone said that what would it be a test for? I told you that Indiana has a very, very, very clear plan to ramp up ICE efforts and snatch people off the street over the summer, and they're using Minnesota as a blueprint. By them putting out a bill that forces compliance from local and public spaces as well as our own local police force, it basically means what happened in Minnesota can't happen here. It allows Governor Braun to turn our people against us in the name of force. It states that if you blow a whistle, if you are in a public place, or if you are a person that impedes ICE or local law enforcement in any way, you can be fined and taken to jail. Everyone in Indiana should be very fucking scared. And I'm not joking. We cannot stand for this.
This is very serious. Very, very serious. Perilous time, perilous time. Hear what the general there say.
Attention. Daniel had a vision of a ram with 2 horns going to war with a goat that had 1 notable horn. The ram with 2 horns represents the kings of Media and Persia. This makes the ram the kingdom of Medo-Persia. And the goat is the kingdom of Greece. And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. The goat came from the west, pay attention, and ran into the ram in the fury of his power. The goat smote the ram and broke his 2 horns, destroying the kingdom of the Medes and the Persians. And after the goat smote the ram and broke his power, the goat waxed very great. But when the goat became strong, the great horn, Alexander the Great, was broken. And in his place came up 4 notable ones, or 4 horns, which represents 4 kings. This was known as the Ptolemaic kingdom, or the Hellenistic dynasties of the kingdom of Greece. And out of one of these notable ones, or kings, or one of the divided Greek empires, came forth a little horn. In the ancient days of Greece, this figure was Antiochus Epiphanes. But prophetically concerning the last days, this is the Antichrist. Here's the interpretation. And in the latter time of their kingdom, this is the kingdom of Greece, note, latter time, when the transgressors are come to the full, or in other words, when the sinners that were allotted to be born into the earth come to its completion. This can only happen in the last days. A king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up or arise. And this king, which is the little horn, is the Antichrist. And this man will be able to understand dark sentences or mysteries. See, Jesus spoke in parables to the world. And those parables are mysteries that can only be revealed by the Spirit of God. In the same way, the Antichrist will be able to understand mysteries and solve them. But his understanding will not come from God, but the devil. He will have demonic wisdom for global matters. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. Why? Remember, he gets his power from the devil. And he shall destroy wonderfully, or with awe and amazement. And he shall prosper and practice or accomplish, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And that's the church. The kingdom of Medo-Persia is modern day Iran. But the kingdom of Greece from the west, where the Antichrist will rise out of, doesn't exist. Or does it?
I see it. I hope I see it, deep dive as I hope I get it, saying. But I see this here. I don't know if I see it, travel advisory for them country there, including Jamaica. And look on it. It is not safe to travel on plane now, here. So that the people them will book flight and want travel for brag. No plastic body and no plastic hair. And you better stay in the yard, so we're dead.
It's not safe.
It is not safe to go on the airplane now. It is not even safe to go to them big shopping center there. Because it's one time you see Iran, them known for the suicide bombing, Remember the Iran them, these people all walk going on one train. And just mash up everything, These people walk going to shopping mall, and big crowded shopping mall there. You have to be careful of these places. You remember the World Trade Center incident? Even though the World Trade Center incident is like a movie. And them start them own a show just to create a narrative. We know there's something to go with the World Trade Center anyway. But as me I say, with these people, we Trump and mess with, I know me see them a come out like them a cry. Eh?
Them a ask for ceasefire.
Them a ask for cease why Trump go interfere with these people. I know me see them a come out and ask for ceasefire. And that's how this thing go. You can't just get up and want to go bully people. And when you feel say it will get out of hand now, you go ball about ceasefire. You should think about that. You can't just out of the blues now fuck up people place. And now come now ball for ceasefire. This come like you play with the American citizens them life. And this thing when I'm going with, pass through Congress. And just have to film one thing. And I ramp with the whole American citizen them life. Can I believe this madness?
Right now the UK I try to get out for them people. Jamaica, I mean, I know Jamaicans in Middle East are called for help.
Hey, listen this, Andrew.
On top of being a MP with your 14 million a year salary, if you are lucky enough to be elevated, that is given a ministry, you are getting more money on top of your $14 million salary. So when you see persons like a Rhoda Crawford, we turn state minister, all of them, Daryl Vaz, Babsy Chang, all of them with the various ministry, Tufton their health, Floyd Green their agriculture, even though they are MPs, the whole of them are get the 40 million, but they are getting more because they are part of the cabinet. And so if you are lucky to be a part of the cabinet, you get more money. Hence the reason why Everall Warmington was upset with them, because Everall Warmington was getting the basic backbench MP salary of 14 million per year. And I saw Everald Warmington every single time the camera come around and try to say or do something to bring down him party. And every time I see Everald Warmington, he's always disgusting or he's always sending a message that he is not with his own party. But it seems as though the Jamaica Labour Party had a trick up them sleeve as to why they didn't return Everald Warmington to the cabinet. Because Jamaica, persons were laughing at Everald Warmington, persons such as Nesta Morgan, because remember, Nesta Morgan is now the Minister for Public Works, a ministry that Everald Warmington once had. Andrew take Public Works Ministry and give it to Nesta Morgan. So Nesta Morgan now I get $18 million up from the $14 million as a MP. So Nesta Morgan was very much happy that Everald Warmington portfolio was given to him. But little did Nesta and the rest of Labour Rights knew that Andrew Holness had a trick up his sleeve. Hence the reason why you not hear nothing from Everald Warmington anymore. Now the sweetest Everald now with him party. Why? Because Andrew Holness make Everald Warmington the head of the ECJ as a commissioner. Everald now heads the office of the political ombudsman. He run things down at ECJ as the commissioner. Are you aware, Jamaica, that whoever sits as the commissioner for the ECJ is getting a whopping $25.7 million per year? What me could not think Everald Warmington is no longer upset with the Jamaica Labour Party. He was upset and throwing tantrums because him never get no ministry, only did I get in regular 14 million backbench MP salary. But now Everald Warmington surpassed the whole of them and is now the ECJ commissioner, getting a whopping total of $25,700,000 per year. And so, Jamaica, I want you to listen to what a prominent journalist, Dion Jackson Miller, have to say about the matter and the choices that Andrew Holness make concerning Everald Warmington. Listen to this, my lovely people, and then we're going to elevate the conversation a bit.
When I saw the announcement, I thought it was a joke because I was like, this can't serious. Everald Warmington, Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwest, appointed as a commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, replacing long-serving JLP member Tom Tavares Finson. And there hasn't been a lot of talk about this. Maybe people just tired of talking about Everald Warmington, which I can understand, but some things I don't think we should make pass, even if we can't do something about it. And you'd actually be surprised at how much can be done if public outrage is there. But I still think we need to say to the government, to say to the Prime Minister, this is not right. Because taxpayers paying Everald Warmington to sit on the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is one of the biggest slaps in the face of the Jamaican people I have ever seen. Here are 3 reasons why Warmington should not be on the ECJ. His behavior, his behavior, his behavior. If you want 2 more reasons, we can add to that. His comments about the office of the political ombudsman, which is now incorporated into the Electoral Commission, and also his insistence that ECJ commissioners are overpaid. So let's start with the most important, his behavior. And I'm just going to adopt this convenient timeline that the Jamaica Observer put together. On March 8, 2011, International Women's Day, by the way, Warmington told CVM TV female anchor Curlin Brown to go to hell before terminating a live phone interview with her. She was asking him why he was still in Parliament, although he was a U.S. citizen, which made him ineligible to sit in the House. August 2015, expletive-laden tirade at journalists. Warmington had a run-in with journalists who were covering the then opposition's JLP caucus. He verbally abused members of the press as photographers tried to take his picture. He pushed the camera of a young reporter from the Gleaner Company. He later said he was taking medication and said he regretted his actions. But less than a week later, he was flipping the bird, meaning giving the middle finger to a group of media workers and JLP supporters at the party's Belmont Road headquarters while wearing a neck brace. January 2016, two PNP groups started an online petition to have him suspended for calling then government MP Lisa Hanna a Jezebel. February 2016, a month after that, he reported they called a member of the JDF an a-hole at a polling station. After a soldier told him he had to go inside the polling station alone, he reported they told the soldier, "You have no authority to order me. Let the police address me. You're an a-hole. Don't say nothing." October 2018, reporter Sashana Small of Business Access TV called him to get a comment on a strike being staged by workers on a road project. "Don't call me and ask me damn nonsense. Get off my phone," he said, and then terminated the call. When contacted for an update on the replacement of the Troy Bridge in Trelawney, he appeared to be annoyed by the Sunday Observer's interest. "Tell me something, is that the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair?" "I don't need to give you no update at all. I'm asking if that's the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair. That is not the only one," he said before abruptly ending the phone call. November 2022, he launched a broadside against opposition leader Mark Golding over his race. He boldly asserted that the Jamaican-born Golding will never become prime minister because of his skin color. He said, "I can say anything I want to say as long as I don't embarrass the prime minister. Let them go to hell." His comments were condemned by the private sector organization of Jamaica and the Office of the Political Ombudsman. May 2023, he was seen angrily berating council caretaker for the Fellowship Division, Colin Bell. He reportedly told Bell that he wouldn't conduct a tour with council caretakers regardless of their party affiliation. "You don't follow my tour. Caretakers are not recognized in the Constitution of Jamaica." No, we're not talking about a private citizen here, right? This is an elected representative who has consistently demonstrated crass, vulgar and disrespectful behavior towards members of the media and towards other elected representatives. His party, the JLP, Jamaica Labour Party, and his political leader, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, have consistently shown that they have no interest and, I don't know, maybe no capacity to rein him in. And don't be fooled by the one time we saw any kind of action taken, right? This was at a time when he again showed the public clearly how he thinks. This was February 2024, after the local government elections. He was talking about PNP council-elect for the Old Harbour South Division, Dr. Kurt Wall. He said no PNP council would get any government money to do the people's work, mark you. He said Lloyd, that's a JLP candidate, Lloyd Grant, got 1668 votes, enough to win, more than he got in the last election, but these people, these laborites, let him down, but me in charge, yes, so. He said, "I'm the Minister of Works and the MP, and no PNP council going to spend my money." So, of course, there was public outrage. And we got an apology from him. We saw him resign from the cabinet, please. We're no idiot. That was a political maneuver designed to calm down outrage ahead of a general election. And how we know that? Because precisely of what we see happening here. This appointment right here is the only proof you need of that. Because tell me how somebody who has behaved in the well-documented ways that I just went over again should be sitting on the ECJ. So then now we have Warmington's insistence that ECJ commissioners are paid too much. As far back as 2013, he moved a motion to cut the salaries of the ECJ commissioners. He claimed at the time, although they were employed full-time, that they met only 4 hours per month during the election and enumeration period, and that they don't meet for up to 4 months outside that period. And he also said the state should stop paying political representatives who serve on the commission. He said at the time that he was not anti-electoral commission or members of the commission. He said he supported the work being done. He said what he was saying is they should be paid commensurate with the work that they perform. Now tell me something. If you sincerely believed that a particular expenditure was a waste of taxpayers' money on principle, why would you take the job? Or better yet, on principle, why would you be offered that job? The Gleaner reported that under current policies, commissioners who are also parliamentarians are paid the difference between their parliamentary salary and what the ECJ pays commissioners. This is what happens in the public sector. If you have 2 jobs, you don't get 2 salaries. What you do is that you essentially get the higher of the 2 salaries. Commissioners' salaries are pegged to the earnings of Supreme Court judges. The basic annual salary for an MP is about 14.2 million. A Supreme Court judge earns about 25.7 million. When asked by the Gleaner if he would be taking the salary, he said, whatever changes I asked for in Parliament, they were not accepted. That's all I'm gonna say. So essentially, he resigned from the cabinet after making those offensive comments in 2024. But here he is now essentially getting paid still at the same general level. And then now, there's the comments he's made about the Office of Political Ombudsman, which is now incorporated into the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. So in 2018, he called once again for the office to be scrapped. He said the office is redundant. So again, he's now part of the institution that includes the political ombudsman that is supposed to be doing the work of the political ombudsman and is being paid for it. So yes, I think Mr. Warmington was the worst possible choice that the Prime Minister could have made for a replacement for Tom Tavares Finson to sit on the ECJ. I think the appointment is hugely disrespectful to members of the media community, to which I belong, also to members of the public, as well as to other elected representatives who he has insulted. Wrong move, wrong move, wrong move. So, what do you think? Want to hear from you as always. Comment below, keep it civil. Like the video, share it with somebody who might be interested, and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell.
What's me I go say? No, tell me what else me have to say about this issue. Me want somebody tell me one more. You know, say they and slice every bread and butter it and give it for one more left for me. Me no have not a thing. Fi say, you know, soon you say they and Jackson Miller PNP if you talk the truth. Eh? What is it left for me to say, Club Social? I don't have a thing else left to say on this matter, Camara. Andrew Holness is a national disgrace, and the corruption is rotten and stink within the Jamaica Labour Party. Imagine you reward a man with such attributes. Eh? You reward a man that came out and speaks so ill-willful of fellow Jamaicans, and you take away in position, and then you reward him with a bigger position. What does that say about the character of the Prime Minister of this country? Eh? And now you put him down at the Electoral Commission of Jamaica to preside over electoral matter. A man will come out and tell you say he is going to turn Portmore into a parish, and he might go cut off yes and cut off this so that the PNP will no longer be strong in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. What is wrong with these people in Jamaica? They can open up their ears and yai and see exactly say the Jamaica Labour Party means the country no good. Everal Warmington becks with the world, including his own labor right colleagues, because Andrew kick him out of the cabinet. So him no had no portfolio. He's just a member of parliament. An ordinary backbencher MP, we are getting $14 million per month, per year. We saw his behavior. We see them come out and bash them in and nothing to do with them. Not knowing that there was a greater picture waiting for Everal Warmington. Only not hear Dean Jackson Miller say, persons who sit on the commission board, their salary is pegged to those judge that sit on the Supreme Court. So all them big judge, them a get 25 million per year as well, you know. The woman tell you, sit in front of you, the basic annual salary for a member of parliament is 14.2 million, while a Supreme Court judge earn 25.7 million. She tell you, say, whoever sit down on the ECJ commission board gets the equivalent to those who sit on the Supreme Court. And if the Supreme Court judges are get 25.7 million, whoever sit at the ECJ as the commissioner is getting equally 25.7. So when uno sit down and laugh after Everal say Everal no get back no ministry, Everal a turn round laugh after his own colleagues them, that is Nestor Morgan and others, because he now is getting more money than all of them that sat in the cabinet. This is the mantra of Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, to reward persons for nasty, vindictive behavior. Former Education Minister Ruel Reid. Yes. Are you aware, Jamaica, that for the 5th time, Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Brownstown Division, Kim Brown Lawrence, Ruel Reid, former Education Minister, CMU President, Pitts Pinnock, Ruel Reid wife in daughter, whole generation of Ruel Reid thief for the 5 time now Jamaica. Then carry then court case to court and lose it. Jamaica people, are you aware that Ruel Reid of the Jamaica Labour Party, including the sitting councillor for the Brownstown Division, Kim Brown Lawrence, right, have once again seek to have them court case throughout for the 5th time. This man carry a matter to court to get it thrown out despite all the evidence brought against him, thanks to the Integrity Commission. And he is trying his utmost best to throw out the case, and every single time in carry the matter to get it thrown out, the judge them turn him down. Why is it that the Jamaica Labour Party is so barefaced and thief? Eh? Why is it that the Jamaica Labour Party is so barefaced and thief? Eh? Jamaica people, I want you to listen to yet again another prominent journalist, how they break down the case 5 times in a row. Jamaica Labour Party Ruel Reid come out to getting case thrown out despite the corruption and stealing of 57 million from the Ministry of Education. Kim Brown Lawrence a walk through Brownstown a swipe backyard, a pay for this a retrofit office, all kind of furniture. She don't know how she come by the money, you know. She only see money a appear from backyard and she just a swipe a galang through Brownstown. So she has benefited from the proceeds of crime, and equally Royal Reid is going to jail. Kim Brown Lawrence and the Reid generation will go behind bars. I want you to listen once again, Jamaica. How this journalist break it down are going to rub out the Labour Party this afternoon, then to little bit out of order. Listen to the drama.
Well, check out my first video on this case for the background information on all the times Royal Reid and Prince Pinnock have been in court trying to stop their fraud trial. In this video, I'll tell you about their latest effort and what happened and what the court said. Quick reminder, Royal Reid is a former Minister of Education. Fritz Pinnock is a former president of the Caribbean Maritime University. On 9th of October 2019, police raided their homes after an investigation by the Financial Investigations Division into alleged improprieties at the Education Ministry and CMU. So fraud and corruption charges were laid. Also charged were Royal Reid's wife Sharon and his daughter Sharelle. Now Sharon Reid is also former senior manager of legal affairs at CMU. Now JLP counsellor Kim.
A prison them are going, you know. The judge said them are wasting time, you know. Royal Reid, why just don't, why not going to prison for their time? We have not taxpayer money to pay for this thing, innit? Oh, now, Andrew, why are we taxpayer money with the bridging way and take the fall fee? You tell him man if you take the fall fee and tell him say you can't get him out of town, you can't get him out of town and waste the judge time. I hope you not kill this judge, you know. I only hope you not kill this judge. You know, you say some suicide business or some freak accident or no poison. Be careful, you know. Sure, why really we don't just go doing time and done?
Lawrence was also charged in connection with this, but she has not been involved with this never-ending quest to stop the trial. So when you look at the cases, the cover of the cases, for instance, you're not going to see her name on this series of applications. So what have been their losses so far? All right, look at this. They tried getting their arrest and charge by the Financial Investigation Division thrown out. Chief Justice Brian Sykes ruled against them. So they came back with that application before a full court, meaning 3 judges this time instead of 1. They lost again. Then take it to the Court of Appeal, lost again. Then now they made an application for leave to apply for judicial review in relation to another issue. They did get leave, which means permission. So they went ahead, they applied for judicial review. That case was heard, lost again. Trial started. Another application for leave for judicial review in relation to another issue again. Leave refused. So watch the first video so you can get the detailed breakdown on all of that. I'm not going to repeat all of that right here. So if my maths is right, and I'm not a maths brain, but the court has ruled against them 5 times so far. And in my last video, I said, well, let's see if the trial going to start again. But apparently not. Which brings us now to this latest case. And just to say, this ruling was handed down very, very quickly. All right? Because it was heard early in February and handed down in a matter of weeks. It looks to me like the judges have decided that they're going to treat with these cases very, very quickly and send the matter back to the parish court so the trial can continue. And they've been saying the trial needs to go on. And as I said, they've been getting salty, very, very salty. And the ruling in this case was 10 pages. 10. When I said 10, I mean said short. And it basically said, in a nutshell, this is foolishness. Get on with the trial. My words, not theirs. What were their words though? They said the case is unmeritorious. They said it's inappropriate. They said it's based on a false premise, and they said it has no prospect of success, real or imagined. Salty. So here's what happened. So this is a renewal of the last application for leave or permission to apply for judicial review that Justice Nemhard had refused, and that ruling was just handed down in January. So they're now making the same application before a full court, meaning 3 judges sitting together instead of 1. So here's what happened. The trial had finally started, as I mentioned, in the Parish Court of Kingston and St. Andrew on October 7, 2025. On the 13th of October, the prosecution made opening statements. After that, senior judge for the Parish Court, Sanchia Burrell, signed an order for indictment endorsed on an information. So explain that. And then now, on around 16th of October, the prosecution called his first witness. Trial start. Witness gave evidence, but then attorney Hugh Wildman, who is representing Reed and Pinnock, said, hold on, something wrong with the order of indictment, trial have to stop. So briefly, here's what he was arguing. Now, an information.
This sound like a Diane Smith case. How this sound like a Diane Smith case a play over? I just said people them involved in it. I said people them involved in the labor people them involved in the Diane Smith case. And labor people. This looks like a Diane Smith case though. I don't know.
Is a legal document that sets out the allegations that someone has committed a crime. You take the information and you lay it before the parish court judge so you can start proceedings in the court. Now, the parish court judge has to decide, can this be tried here in parish court? Because not all cases can be. Some very serious cases have to be tried in the Supreme Court. And if it is, the judge says, yes, this can be tried in the parish court, the judge then has to make an order for trial and endorse that order on that information, that's a legal document, and then sign it. Now, after that order for trial has been made, the indictment can be prepared. The indictment is another legal document that sets out the charges against the accused persons. So briefly now, Mr. Wildman, the attorney, was arguing that the trial has to be stopped. His argument was that the first legal document, as the information, he said it only named Royal Reed and Fritz Pinnock. He said it didn't name the other 3 people who were involved in the case. So the order for indictment, he's saying, was endorsed on an information that only named 2 out of the 5. Because of that, he said the other 3 were not properly before the court. So he said this means the whole trial was a nullity, meaning in law, it never happened. That was his argument. So the judge listened to him and said, nope, no agree with you. Trial need to go on. Prosecution, call your second witness. Reed and Pinnock now went to the Supreme Court to try to stop the judge. They wanted the judge to look at what she did and see if she had made a mistake in a process called judicial review. You can't just apply for judicial review. It's a 2-step process. You first have to apply for leave to apply for judicial review, meaning you have to ask for permission to apply for judicial review. And the whole idea there is to weed out the waste of time cases. And by the way, the courts have been saying this is a waste of time case. The courts have said the threshold to get permission to apply for judicial review is low, because if it is a public entity is doing something wrong, people should be able to challenge that. And the test is that the argument you're making should have a realistic prospect of success and also not be subject to what they call a discretionary bar, such as delay or an alternative remedy. Alternative remedy mean, could you do this somewhere else? So the first judge that heard this application refused it, did not grant permission for leave to apply for judicial review of the parish court's decision. So it had been heard by a single judge. So they're now coming back with the same argument them before a 3-member panel of judges. And the judges said, look, the bar is low, but it'll never cross it. They said the claim is based on a false premise that the parish court is a court of law, so it can answer questions about its own jurisdiction. In other words, if you said to a parish court judge, you can't do this. In law, you can't do this. The judge can look at the law, look at your argument, and make a decision and say, no, you're wrong. I can do this according to the law. In relation to judicial review, the courts look at 3 things. Did the public entity, in this case, the parish court judge, did she act illegally? Did she act irrationally? Was there some procedural impropriety? In other words, did she, for instance, breach the laws of natural justice? In this case, the Supreme Court judges said, no, parish court judge never done none of them something, that she did nothing wrong. And therefore, that's one of the reasons they ruled against Reed and Pinnock. The other reason they said, even if she made a mistake in law, You're supposed to wait till the case done, then you go court of appeal with it. They said the applicants have been before the court since 2019. They said this case involves allegations that directly impact the public purse and public trust. They said it's in the public interest that the trial should go on and it should not be interrupted like this. Then, to drive home the point, the judges said this argument Mr. Wildman is making has no prospect of success, real or imagined. They said what he's saying should have happened is not required by the law.
Me, I say, and for God prison. Big up on yourself, you know. This is where I say so long to our next show. Here, St. Margaret. I have 1 minute to 2, and I got to work 9 o'clock, so big up on yourself here. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Do to the around there.
Dummy on the beat, so it's a bang.
Oh, them so thief. 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 Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harishang a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and millions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the highland grieve. When you boy long a poor man get the squeeze. We a march to a king's house and back on the street. 80 million per market me. Then I saw home girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in at the hospital. Panic concrete, me see the patient. Them asleep. Them a chop right, them a chop left. 1.4 beef for the bus. Shit bag, barrel. Remember you try thief, put to barrel. Kill Diana, stuff sharp man in a barrel. Melissa money come Jamaica pussy whole service. So no take and give them. Who no know we nah no us, we nah no. Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harishang a thief. Whole ministry in the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Joe is a leader mafia gang for this man cause sweet Jamaica land. Killer for youths and a take away land. How come so much court up on the island? By the judge, police and soldier man. Like corruption, you and your big foot girl. Dictator, look at tyrant. Devil in a flesh, you a demon. Rise up Jamaica from on the slumber.